As she dug deeper, Yemi discovered that Mama Ao's powers were rooted in ancient African magic. She learned about the different types of spells and incantations that Mama Ao might have used, and she began to formulate a plan. Yemi knew that she had to be careful, that one wrong move could spell disaster. But she was determined to save her husband and her marriage. She spent hours researching, poring over books and talking to experts in the field. Finally, after weeks of searching, Yemi discovered a ritual that she believed could break the spell. It was a complex and difficult ritual, but she was determined to see it through. As she prepared for the ritual, Yemi felt a sense of trepidation. She knew that it wouldn't be easy, and that there were risks involved. But she was willing to take those risks, if it meant saving her husband and her marriage. The night of the ritual, Yemi's heart was racing with anticipation. She had everything she needed, and she was ready to begin. As she lit the candles and began to chant, Yemi felt a sense of power and determination. The ritual was intense, and Yemi felt like she was fighting for her life. But she refused to give up, and she poured all her energy into the ritual. As the ritual reached its climax, Yemi felt a surge of power and energy. She saw Tund, standing in front of her, his eyes returning to normal. She saw Mama Ao, her face twisted in anger and frustration. And then, everything went black. When Yemi came to, she was lying in her bed, Tund by her side. He was smiling at her, his eyes filled with love and adoration. "What's going on?" Yemi asked, her voice barely above a whisper. "The ritual worked," Tund said, his voice filled with emotion. "Mama Ao's spell is broken, and I'm myself again." Yemi felt a wave of relief wash over her. She had done it. She had saved her husband and her marriage. But as she looked into Tund's eyes, Yemi knew that their journey was far from over. They would have to face the consequences of Mama Ao's actions, and they would have to rebuild their lives. But for now, Yemi was content to be with her husband, to hold him in her arms and to know that he was safe. "I love you," Yemi said, her voice filled with emotion. "I love you too," Tund replied, his eyes shining with love. As they hugged each other tightly, Yemi knew that their love would overcome any obstacle. They would face the future together, as husband and wife.